take a lesson from these clowns and don't do what they did. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a few things. This story here was in somewhere in Ohio, I believe, and it involved a Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant. 3 teenagers went in there, ordered a bunch of food, and then skipped out on the bill and were chased down by employees. Check out the craziness of this.
Now to shocking video. It shows the moments after a group of teenagers try to dine and dash and end up taking one of the restaurant's employees on a traumatizing ride. Now, before the breaking news, Bree Buckley spoke to that employee about that scary situation.
Like, I really felt like I was about to die. You know, it was the most traumatic thing I've ever been through in my entire life.
This is Kayla Sherman hanging onto the hood of this white BMW, driving recklessly through the Willoughby Commons shopping plaza Sunday night around 9:30. She's a bartender at the Buffalo Wild Wings there and was trying to help her manager stop a group of teenage girls that took off without paying.
911, where's your emergency?
Willoughby Buffalo Wild Wings. I have a person trying to dine and dash on me, and they're currently hitting one of my employees.
She was standing in front of the car when they drove off, taking her and their server with them.
So then they just put it in drive and took off, and I was still in front of it, so I was on top of it, and then they just started driving like crazy.
My employee is currently on their car. They're driving recklessly. My employee's in danger.
Okay, tell your employee to get off the vehicle and just
Get
walk
off
away.
the car, Kayla! She can't, they're driving fast.
The other employee fell off in the parking lot before they sped out of the plaza to Euclid Avenue with Kayla still on the hood. She says they were weaving in and out of traffic, turning the windshield wipers on, trying to get her to fall off. Police say they were going at least 50 miles an hour at one point.
They had no regard for my life whatsoever. And they were just
You had no regard for your life either.
Talking like nothing was happening, like I wasn't, terrified for my life at all.
Police weren't too far behind.
All right, I shut down the lights. Hopefully it'll slow down.
I thought the cops, thought that they lost him because I couldn't see the lights. So I was in my mind, you're going to die.
In
just
my
preparing
mind.
myself something bad is really going to happen.
They slowed down, turned onto a side street where Kayla was able to hop off, shaken by the whole incident, before police caught up to the car. Now she's sending a message to teenagers and their parents.
How are these kids able to act like this? You hear about these young kids doing these crazy things all the time. It's you have to teach your kids right from wrong.
And that was Bree Buckley reporting. All 3 teenage girls were taken into custody. One had been reported missing out of Cleveland. The police report shows they also found marijuana in that car as well.
Now, for anyone who would foolishly say, oh, wow, I commend them for protecting their workplace like that. No, that means you're just as stupid as they are. Real talk. Because why would you put your life in danger for someone else's property? You're an hourly employee getting paid, what, I don't know, 12, 15 bucks an hour, and you're going to put your life and safety in danger because of somebody that wants to steal from the restaurant. And I bet you corporate won't even give them a Christmas bonus. I bet you they won't. So I remember I used to work at Jewel grocery store when I was in high school. And I put shopping carts and bagged groceries. I was about 16, 17 when I worked there. So one time it was always people stealing from that store. So one time this guy stole some beer, might have been a 12-pack of beer or something, and ran out the store. It was so funny because he ran out the store running at top speed. And 2 plainclothes security guys were chasing after him. And the guy is running toward me. And the plainclothes security, they're yelling, hey, Aaron, stop him. I'm like, yeah, right. That ain't gonna happen. Man, that dude ran right by me. I stepped out the way, watched him run right past. because when I was 16, I was kind of skinny anyway. And I wasn't about to try and knock that guy down and get hurt or get beat up, whatever. You know how stupid that would be? So then, of course, the guy got away. The security guards couldn't even catch him. So then they came up to me after they're all out of breath and everything. Man, Aaron, you could have tripped him or tackled him or something. And my response was, why would I do something that stupid and put my safety in danger? Because then if I had gotten hurt, then my parents would be suing y'all idiots. And then they were like, well, oh, yeah, I guess the kid's right. Yeah, okay. But like I said, you're working at these places. It's not your property that they're stealing. So what if they skipped out on $100 or $200 bills? So what? You're still getting paid your hourly wage. That's corporate that takes the hit. And then what you can do, you can be a good witness. You can tell the cops what the teenagers look like, what kind of car they drove. But that is so ridiculous and stupid for one employee to stand in the back of the car, another one to stand in front of the car. Because they didn't care about their lives and proceeded to run them down. You don't stand in front of or behind somebody's car to try and get them to stay put. You do that if you don't care about your safety. And then for this girl to jump on the hood of the car and to hang on at 50 miles an hour, you know how easily she could have been killed? Easily. If she had fallen off and hit her head on the ground, she wouldn't be here today. She would have died doing what she loved, being an idiot. So, takeaway from this is, do not risk your life for someone else's property. Even security guards out there. Security guards, your job is to observe and report. You don't get into these huge altercations with people over someone else's property. Because then if you get hurt and now if you can't work for 2 weeks or a month, that means you don't get paid. And that's due to your own ego. That's your own stupidity right there. Take a lesson from these clowns and don't do what they did. All right? So remember to stay armed, stay vigilant, and stay tactical. We'll see you next time.